What's up, guys? In this video, I'm talking about the best places in Rochester, New York for young professionals. Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Living in the Finger Lakes. My name is Anthony and I am with the American Home Team here in Rochester, New York. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're notified every Tuesday and Thursday that I release a new video. That being said, guys, I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of New York. So that means as much as I love making these videos for you, I would love even more to help you with your real estate needs. So if you're looking on buying or relocating into the Rochester and Finger Lakes area, I'm here for you. That number that is popping up on your screen, as well as that email address, I am the one that answers those phone calls, texts, and emails. So definitely don't be afraid to reach out. We love getting reach outs from you guys, and we look forward every time to helping you navigate your way around Rochester and the Finger Lakes to see what place might be the best for you and your family. So without further ado, today I'm talking about the top areas in Rochester for young professionals. Moving right into it, first things first is going to be Park Avenue. And guys, these rankings, they're not necessarily in order, but you know, I put these down based on commute to other places inside the city, as well as commute to outside the city, as well as things to do for young professionals. So if I were a young professional relocating to Rochester, these are the places that I would go to. And so Park Avenue would be number one. And Park Avenue is home to a bunch of trendy restaurants, shops, and bars, as well as a couple nightclubs. But a lot of those bars and clubs and event venues, if you will, are home to a lot of networking groups and a lot of just events that young professionals go to. You can go and meet up, and we all know that in a young professional world, the number one thing that you can do to set yourself up for success is to go out and meet other people. So there's always people walking the streets, other young professionals. It's a very active area. So as a young professional, as soon as you get off work, you might want to go work out or exercise. There's multiple gyms in the area. The whole thing is sidewalks. So, and then there's multiple parks in the area as well. So you can go exercise, get your workout in, go to work. You can go to school. It's next to some of the colleges. It's walking distance to Main Street, Rochester, as well as maybe the U of R area. You can definitely get there on a bicycle at least. Or if you don't want a car or a bike, you can hop in an Uber. Uber and Lyfts are plentiful in Rochester, so you don't need to necessarily invest in a vehicle in Rochester. You can get an Uber for super cheap, and as a young professional, anywhere that you might want to go is going to be within 5 or 10 minutes of the Park Avenue area. So just proximity alone makes it a great place, but then also the things to do just adds to that. And that's why I would, if I were moving to the city, relocating as a young professional, I would probably go to the Park Avenue area just because there's the most going on right in that area. Moving right along, a stone's throw to East End of Rochester. The East End is, I consider it like East Avenue area, and this is an area that is comprised of many luxury hotels, condos, and townhomes, as well as luxury homes and other properties, right? There's a lot of business going on in the East End, and it is also walking and bike riding distance to many places that you may need to go as a young professional. It's also home to some of the city's best and most known bars, restaurants, and some of the nightclubs as well, just like Park Ave. And so Park Ave and the East End are very similar. One's more of like a nice city neighborhood feel. The other one is more like luxurious, kind of a little bit more spread apart. The East End is a little bit more spread apart, but they're both very nice. And East End, I would say, is more on the luxury type side. But if you're a young professional and you're looking to get into luxury apartments or townhomes or condos, maybe without the luxury price that you're assuming, the East End is a great place. It's also home to the Rochester Museum and Science Center. So there's a lot of different things that you can do there. And then if you don't want to do something in the East End, like I said, it's close proximity to everything else in the city, as well as anything right outside of the city too, in the suburbs. All of these places that I'm naming are just a quick drive and a super easy commute. Usually it's like one road right to I-90 or 590 or 490, I mean. And so you can get almost anywhere that you want to go super quickly. And this is also a great place if you don't want a car or a bike. You can hop in an Uber or Lyft, and they're happy to bring you wherever, and it's going to be a super cheap ride because it's a short distance everywhere that you go. Moving forward, number 3 is going to be the Cornhill area of Rochester. Cornhill is just west of the city of Rochester, or downtown Rochester, I should say. And it's home to a lot of different types of architecture when you talk about the real estate there, the homes. And it's got luxury condos and apartments that you can rent, as well as single family properties that you can own that are super nice. Super nice restaurants around there as well as a couple bars and not really any nightclubs in that area, but it is just a stone's throw away to the Park Ave and the East Ave area as well. So not too far of a drive, but it is home to more parks. And it is a walking distance to the Genesee River Trail. So actually, right in the Cornhill area, if you guys go back and you find one of our first videos that we do in Rochester, you can see the skyline behind us. We're standing on the Genesee River Trail when we're recording that video. We got the water on the one side of us, the city in the background. That is Cornhill. Cornhill is very nice. Beautiful architecture, tree-lined streets. So it's a really nice lit up area in the wintertime when there's snow falling, and it's just beautiful. So Cornhill is another place that I would go if I were a young professional. Lots of opportunity, lots of people go there, lots of good people to know. It's home to Mark IV Construction. It's home to many other great larger, small companies, if you will, that are good people to network with. So if you get into that area, make sure you're getting out and you're talking to people and you're just networking and letting yourself get known so that ultimately you can know the people that are going to get you to the places that you want to go. And last but not least, moving just south of downtown Rochester to a vibrant neighborhood called South Wedge. South Wedge is home to many shops, restaurants, and bars that are real trendy, real, kind of down to earth, like just really cool shops, restaurants, and bars that a lot of young professionals love to go hang out at. It's also home to a lot of different parks, and you got the Genesee Valley Park that's right there, as well as many golf courses, tennis courts, and other things that you can do in the South Wedge. So South Wedge, like I said, and like the name actually describes, it's just south of downtown Rochester. But again, very short commute into downtown Rochester, very short commute to anywhere outside of the city as well. So all of these areas, if you've noticed, kind of offer the same things. And, it's all based on commute into the city and out of the city. So in case you have a job project or your job is actually out of the city, you're still very close. It's still a very short commute. By very short, relatively speaking, I'm talking about maybe anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. So not a very far drive at all, and not a far Uber drive if you do have to pay for a ride. So very cheap. But these areas are where the locals love the most to go engage with young professionals, myself included. I go to a meetup every Monday in the Park Ave area. So it is a great area for young professionals to go meet other young professionals and meet the people who are doing the things that you want to do, which we all know is one of the catalysts for success. So that being said, those are the 4 areas. There are more areas in Rochester that are great for young professionals. It's not exclusive to just these 4. However, if I were to name just 4 for young professionals to go to, these would be it. So without further ado, Rochester has many great neighborhoods for young professionals, and it offers many different jobs, many different professions that you can get into as a young professional. Everything from the healthcare field to IT and to construction and to project management and anything in between, right? Music as well, and art, and literally anything. Rochester has a job market for anything that you want to do. So if you have any questions about that, or about just relocating into the city or relocating to the Finger Lakes at all, again, I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of New York. So as much as I love making these videos, I would love even more to help you with your real estate needs. Reach out to that email and that phone number on the screen there, and I would love to hear from you guys. I love the comments in the comment section as well. It means a lot to us that you guys are willing to engage and kind of ask your questions and things like that. And last but not least, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're notified every Tuesday and Thursday that we release a new video. And until the next video, guys, see ya.